I think that in general, having the foot be totally passive is not serving us in terms of building awareness of what the foot and the knee have to do with each other. I also think, though, that actually just flexing is like the simplest and kind of a brute force kind of thing that we can do, which, you know, and knee pain, like no one wants it, no one wants to cause it. So if that helps you make your knees feel safe, then great. But there's also places for having awareness in the feet, traveling in, like all that we're doing standing, all of those different choices standing, coming on up. Can I still have that sense here of my feet feeding into my body so that nothing is stopping anywhere when I come forward? And then the question is, if I come forward and I can feel if I go any further, it's going to shoot out there instead of getting to my foot, that it becomes a question about the whole asana, right? And what is the asana about? And is the asana about getting as far forward as you can, come hell or high water? Then fine, then go hurt yourself. Just don't come to my class. If the asana is about learning something about my body in this position, then maybe as far as I come is here. And then I hang out, and then gradually, something might change. And it might not change in my knees, but I might get more movement in my pelvis, or I might get more movement in my spine. Or we're going to see when we get up to the hip joints and the pelvis that these patterns that we do in our feet, they travel all the way up too. So if we settle down, and if we settle for doing really simple dorsiflexion, it sets up, it can recruit a set of things in the hips that might not help us, which is going to have a big impact on the knees. So the knees are really interesting because they reflect so much what's going on above and below. Because they don't have the huge range of detailed movement choices that we have in our feet, all the variety of choices. They don't have the huge range of motion we have in our hips, but they're dealing with what those two very movable structures send through us, our knees are. So they're negotiating a whole bunch of different choices and trying to get from the foot up to the hip and from the hip down to the knee through this relatively small, I mean the foot is smaller, but compared to the pelvis, relatively small structure. So in a way, it's brilliantly designed to accommodate all of those things if we don't ask too much of it.